I thought this is so Grecian, this is also so Parisian, this is Audrey Hepburn vibes. Welcome back to my channel, my sweet friends. In today's video, we are going to be revisiting my thrifted dream wardrobe. Almost a year ago, I would say, I filmed 2 episodes of thrifting my dream wardrobe, which was me showing you guys pieces that I had thrifted, that I had been longing for the longest time, right? So I had finally found these pieces and they were gonna stick around forever and ever because it was my dream wardrobe, right? Today we are going to be going over those pieces. We're gonna find out what I ended up keeping and what I ended up replacing. I'm also gonna show you guys how I style these dreamy pieces in my wardrobe. I managed to style all these pieces without reaching for other garments in my wardrobe. So all these pieces that I'm about to show you mix and match and can be layered and worn practically throughout the whole year. And I guess that is why they are dream pieces. Anyway, enough rambling. It'll all make sense as we go along. Let us go back in time and look at the first item that I was raving on about. I always wanted an oversized vest that was very man style and had no buttons. I'm wearing it. It's gorgeous. I wonder if you can guess whether or not I kept this piece. If you guessed that I kept it, you are right on. You know me so well. I still love this sweater vest. I think it's absolutely gorgeous because it's classic. I love the navy. I love the V. I love that it's a fine knit. I think I prefer a fine knit sweater over a chunky knit style. It's just gorgeous. It's by Sportscraft, a very well-known Australian brand which does beautiful quality pieces. This sweater vest retails for $150. Now moving forward, I do want to style up this piece differently than how I've styled it in the past. I do love the way I've styled it, but we evolve, we change, but most of all, when something becomes very trend driven, I kind of lose interest and therefore need to find new innovative ways to style the said piece, or else I'm just not going to reach for it. So this piece, you can wear it just as a top. I love how it looks, just worn on its own, tucked into some gorgeous denim, a pair of white trainers or loafers, done. Just a beautiful outfit. I also love it layered over a white shirt, just like the one I have on now. I think it's a gorgeous look and it's just so chic yet so cool at the same time. And if you are drawn to the same vibe as me, just make sure that when you wear your shirt underneath, that it's very, deconstructed. Don't button your shirt up all the way down. You can even just put the shirt on as an overshirt. Don't do the buttons, just leave it open, over your bra, and then put the vest over top, and then you can kind of pull the hem and pull the sleeves and the collar until you get the look, that you're going for. You can even then throw a coat or a jacket over top of the white shirt, so you've got 3 beautiful layers. I love layering. My favorite seasons to dress are the in-between seasons, spring and autumn, because you just get to show off your wardrobe. In summer, you're just wearing shorts and a tee or a singlet, tank top. There's not much playroom when it comes to summer. Beautiful dresses. I tend to wear dresses more in the summer, of course. I just love those in-between seasons, so I can wear pieces like this. So I'm happy to report that this will be sticking around for a very long time, I would imagine. Alrighty, let us move on to the next piece. A traditional trench coat in that beigey camel color was always something I was on the hunt for. I'm pretty sure you guys have guessed whether or not I kept that trench coat. The answer is no. As you can tell by the thumbnail of this video, I replaced it with a gorgeous vintage trench coat. But before I get into my new trench coat, the reasons why I didn't hold on to that trench coat, the original one, was because it was way too big on me. I love oversized styling, but I think a year ago and even before then, I took it to an extreme, I would say. So I I will always love oversized styling, but I think, you know, one size, maybe two at the most is enough. I just got lost in that trench coat. And so I didn't wear it. I don't think I wore it once. But when I stumbled across this trench coat at my entrance markets for a couple of dollars, at first I wasn't sure about the color because I always wanted that classic camel trench coat. And so that's pretty much the only thing that put me off in the beginning. And that very same reason that put me off is the very same reason that I am so in love with it now. I absolutely love this color, and it is a neutral. It works back with any color that you decide to pair it with. Well, almost. And I just think it's absolutely stunning. It's vintage. The other one was not vintage. It was from a high street brand. And so the fact that this one is vintage by Madame D, it's just stunning. It's made in Europe. It also feels like it could be water resistant. It's just absolutely stunning. It's oversized, but it's just so flattering on my figure. It's a classic boxy shape. The details on this trench coat are also so much more beautiful than the other one. The tab sleeve with the gorgeous tortoiseshell buttons and the pockets and the belt and the collar and just the lining, everything about it is just absolutely beautiful and precious to me. And I just know that this is going to stick around in my wardrobe for many years to come. I have worn this piece and I know moving forward how I would like to style it. My style is either bohemian or very classic, whether it's French Parisian classic or preppy kind of classic vibes. This is just going to work for those kind of pieces in my wardrobe and the outfits that I want to create that are just so classic and timeless. Layered over the vest and the white shirt, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just an absolutely stunning trench coat. I cannot believe I stumbled upon something so beautiful. There are endless ways to style a trench coat, whether you wear it over a beautiful dress, whether you leave it undone or belt it, even if you style it over a very casual outfit, say some sweatpants, a knit or a shirt, some trainers, and then the trench coat. There's just endless ways to style a trench coat, and it really is the ultimate trans-seasonal piece for your wardrobe. If you do not own a trench coat, I highly recommend you invest in one, whether it's vintage, thrifted, retail, whatever it is. Just find one that you love. It will be your go-to piece in those trans-seasonal months. I am just so thrilled that I managed to find myself one as beautiful as this and vintage. Okay, let us look at the next piece that I'm raving on about. And I remember falling in love with a polka dot coat exactly like this one. I didn't get it because I had just bought a coat. It was absolutely stunning and I just fell in love with it so much. I could swear that this is the same coat. My friends, if you guessed that I replaced that coat or got rid of it, then you are wrong, because I still have it. I love this coat. I don't imagine ever parting with it because, again, it's classic, timeless, chic, all the things, all the vibes that I love when it comes to classic dressing. I actually don't think I have a photograph of me in this coat. I must photograph it for my Instagram, and I will, coming this winter. Of course, this is a winter coat and it's a beautiful piece, again, to wear over dresses, over a beautiful casual outfit or a dressy outfit. There's just so many ways you can style a classic piece like this. I think coats look beautiful when you have a few layers underneath. There's just something about layering. It just is just so multifaceted and interesting and creates so much movement, and I just love it. I just love it. So this one had no label inside at all, but it is a wool coat. I know a wool coat when I see it, wear it, feel it. At one point I did think it was made by Review Australia because I used to work for Review Australia, and I fell in love with a coat that was just identical to this one. And it could be by Review. It works on my body. It's the perfect fit. It's just stunning. It is An absolutely stunning coat, and I cannot believe sometimes the things that I have found through thrifting, whether they're vintage pieces, thrifted pieces, but in really great condition, quite modern. It's just amazing what you can find out there that people get rid of. I do not ever see myself parting with this coat, you guys. I love a polka dot and I love the length of it. It's a long coat. I do have many blazers in my wardrobe, but long coats, you know, I do have a few, but I didn't have a polka dot one, and I have now, and it's not going anywhere. Alrighty, let us move into the next piece. And I just know that I will have this piece for when I travel and it gets a little bit cool. It's just that perfect layering piece to wear with denim cutoffs. It's just classic. It's just beautiful. It really, really is. I just love it. Alrighty, if you guessed that I got rid of this piece, then you are correct. I never wore this piece. It just, I don't know, it didn't work on me. I loved the idea of it, but when I put it on my body, it just didn't feel luxe. It didn't feel special. It felt kind of cheap to me. I don't know where this duster jacket is from. It had no label. So the purpose for this duster was kind of like a trans-seasonal piece, a lightweight knit duster that I could feel cozy in and wrap around myself like a blanket, a kind of neutral piece that would go with a lot of outfits. Well, I already had such item in my wardrobe, but I think a little more on the boho side, whereas the navy one was very Parisian and nautical. This gorgeous knit duster jacket I have had in my wardrobe for, I would say, 7, 8, 9 years. I bought it from a boutique when I was living in Cronulla. It is just beautiful. It's by the brand Goddess. I think it's made in Brazil. It just is gorgeous. It has a beautiful bell sleeve. It has a hoodie. It has a waterfall front collar and a shorter hem in the back. It's in a beautiful neutral stripe. It's cozy, it's warm, it's well made, it's stunning. I found myself reaching for this when I wanted to wear a piece like that and never ended up reaching for that navy one. This is not a new replacement. It's something that I already had existing in my wardrobe and really didn't need to pick up something else, you know, to serve a similar purpose, because I love this one just so much more. And again, you can style this with denim shorts, a little tank, and then this thrown over the top with some little booties, such a cute boho look. And although it does have the boho vibes, it doesn't always need to be styled in a bohemian way, just like I did in the cutaway, you know, with a simple kind of preppy classic linen shirt, some denim, throw it over the top. It's cozy. It feels like, you know, you have your blanket with you, yet it's still lightweight, so that perfect trans-seasonal piece to soften my outfit. I do love this piece. I have never ever gotten rid of it. That is a replacement of sorts, but something that was pre-existing in my wardrobe. Let us move into the next piece. I'm actually surprised by how much I love this, because I'm typically not one who wears jacket vests. It's just not something I really use in my wardrobe as a styling piece or a layering piece. But when I found this one and I did style it with a vintage blouse, I thought it just added another layer of style, of interest. If you guys are familiar with my channel, then you know the answer to this one. Yes, I parted with it. I sold it on my shop. Vests do not suit me. They just do not suit me. I have a very short torso. They just don't work on me. I do love the vibe, and I did love that one so much. It had a beautiful texture to it, but it just didn't work. I never reached for it. I don't think I even ever photographed it once. Not only did I sell it, I never ended up replacing it. I mean, what is the point? I fell in love with that one. I thought that would be my one and only perfect vest. And there is a difference between a button-through vest and a vest like the first item that I showed you. With a button-through vest, it's kind of like a little short crop jacket, but in a vest cut, which is just most of the times not a very flattering cut. So No replacement there. And as much as I love layering, I will no longer be searching for a vest because I know now my style, and I know that even though I love the look on other women, it just doesn't suit me. Let's roll the tape. I love this pleat detail. I love the silhouette and the way it flows, the drapey sleeves. I could not believe my luck when I found this shirt. All right, so I truly loved that Pintuck blouse. That was stunning, but I did not end up wearing it because I have an item so similar in my wardrobe, and that is, you know, when you know your personal style, when you see an item being repeated in your wardrobe, it really says a lot about your style. I was just reaching for the one that, you know, was already pre-existing in my wardrobe, and that one is this gorgeous Free People one. I have had this again for 7 or 8 years. If I love a piece, I will hold on to it for years. I do not care if it's not on trend. I do not care if I've worn it so much and it's in so many photos or so many people have seen me in it. I don't care. I just find different ways to style it. And this piece is just that perfect, gorgeous, gauzy, kind of soft, flowy shirt that you can take traveling with you. You can wear it over your bathers. You can wear it dressed down with denim cutoffs. You can continue wearing it as it gets colder and, you know, keep the sleeves long and pair it with denim. It's just a beautiful piece. I've worn it so much and it just hasn't weathered. It's just that good quality that it just washes and wears, and it just keeps its shape, doesn't peel. It's just a beautiful piece from Free People. And as I've mentioned before, my Free People pieces tend to stick around in my wardrobe for so long. I did end up selling that gorgeous Pintuck blouse to a gorgeous subscriber of mine, and she absolutely loved it. Okay, let's cut to the next piece. It's pretty hard to believe that until now I have never owned a linen shirt in my wardrobe. I thrifted this gorgeous linen shirt in this oatmeal color. Okay, I have a kind of love-hate relationship with linen. I think linen is beautiful to wear in the summertime and it's always very classic and timeless. However, it can look boring to me, to be honest. I think linen can just look boring, and to me, this shirt, when I put it on and I tried to style it, it was just too boring for me. That's pretty much why it's not in my wardrobe anymore. I sold it on my shop. I'm not saying that it's not a beautiful item. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that for me, it just wasn't interesting. I styled it with linen shorts and then I styled it with denim, and it was just very, very plain, you know? So I ended up replacing it with this linen shirt by H&M. Now, this is linen, 100% linen, but it has a beautiful blue stripe through it. It doesn't have a tab sleeve. I would prefer just a long sleeve without the tabs. It's just more classic to me. If I want it short, I can roll it up, and if not, I can leave it down or make it 3/4. And I just thought that this was more cool and modern and youthful and interesting. I have worn this with denim cutoffs. I have worn this with jeans, and I don't feel boring. I feel like it's quite a gorgeous shirt that looks really stylish. Now I do have a linen shirt. It's just not in a block color. It's a stripe. I'm always about a stripe, you guys. I love nautical Parisian vibes. Stripes and I will never break up. It's never gonna happen. I don't see myself partying with this shirt, and the sun has decided to come out, blowing out all my footage. But anyway, hello sunshine. All right, my friends, let's cut to the next item. Some people find polka dots very daggy. I am the opposite. I think they are very chic, very demure. You see them come in and out on the high street all the time, but for me, they are just timeless. They really are, and I love a pleated skirt. I cannot help it. I have very many, and when I see one in the thrift shop, I cannot resist. I'm guessing you guys got this one right because I am forever showing pleated midi skirts in my thrift hauls. So of course I kept this skirt. I just love everything about it. The fact that it is vintage, I mean, I cannot tell you how excited I get when I find vintage. The fact that it's in a midi length, which I find the most flattering on my figure. The fact that it's also a pleated skirt, I mean. And also, this is the second item that I am showing you in a polka dot, which might suggest that I have a thing for polka dots, right? I remember photographing myself in this skirt for my Instagram. It's a beautiful, timeless piece that I can dress up or down. I can wear this with loafers and look like a really classy lady, or I can wear a pair of Converse, juxtaposing this skirt completely. It gives it a little offbeat look, which is kind of signature to me. I mean, I'm always in an unexpected shoe. And so, you know, I just love this piece. I do not foresee this leaving my wardrobe ever. I don't think ever. I just love the way midi skirts and skirts in general make me feel. I feel very feminine. I just love them. This always happens to me. It's gloomy all day. I decide to start filming regardless, and then the sun decides to come out and just change the whole lighting of my video. But anyway, next piece, you guys. And I found a gorgeous linen skirt. I do have linen shorts, but a linen skirt, I mean, anything with pockets is a huge selling point for me. And I love that it's high-waisted and it's a midi. I just think it's a great piece. It's 100% linen. Alrighty, so you guys just heard my whole ramble about linen and how I feel about it. So I do not have very many linen pieces in my wardrobe, to be honest with you. I can count them on one hand. And it does include that black linen skirt. Yes, my friends, I held on to this skirt because, again, the same reasons as I just mentioned for the pleated skirt, except this one's not pleated. It's high-waisted and very flowy in a midi length. It has a beautiful, beautiful shape to it. It has pockets, which is just amazing to me, an elastic waistband in the back, and then a flat waisted front. So flattering. And the linen is just beautiful, thick, doesn't crease, moves beautifully with the body. It's just a gorgeous piece, again, for summer, for travel. I love the way the espadrilles looked with this black skirt. And if you added a black singlet, it would just be a gorgeous, you know, tonal black outfit. Or you can wear a little white, sweet, off the shoulder embroidery anglaise that I may have paired this skirt with in the cutaway. So yeah, this one's sticking around. This one was by Worthier, and Worthier is a brand that we used to carry in a boutique that I worked in, Terrigal, before we had ever heard the word COVID. Pieces like this ran for about the $80 mark, I would say. So just a great, timeless, gorgeous piece that I don't think I see myself parting with. I've photographed it, I've had it for a while, I would say going on to 2 summers, and I love it, so I love it. I've said that about 5 times already, right? Anyway, next item. This Bermuda short, to me, is perfection and 100% appeals to my styling sensibilities. This is just a beautiful Bermuda short that is made by the vintage brand Lisa. I mean, this one is a no-brainer. I have raved on and on about Bermuda shorts, I think in every thrift video I have ever filmed. I do love them still. I think I always will, because I find them so cool yet vintage at the same time. You know, they are just a very offbeat piece again, but if you style them up in the right way with something very modern and an unexpected shoe, I think they can just look so amazing. And I just feel so confident in my Bermuda shorts. I think as I've aged, it is the short that kind of encapsulates my style. I have all of those Bermuda shorts except for the white pair, which were just far too big on me, and the khaki color for the same reason. But I have added another pair of Bermuda shorts to my collection, and that is these plaid ones. I just think they are so cool, quirky, vintage, old school, preppy, just all the vibes that I love. And I thrifted these for I think about $8. They're vintage. They are just amazing quality. I just love Bermuda shorts. What can I say? I think they are a staple now in my wardrobe, actually. You know, they are a great trans-seasonal piece again because they are that longer length. And if you wear a high top trainer and a long sleeve shirt or a lightweight knit, you're set for those in between months. If you have not ever tried Bermuda shorts and you're no longer wearing shorts because you feel like you're aging and they're no longer age appropriate, which is a term I hate to use, then perhaps consider Bermuda shorts. Just give them a go. You might fall in love just like I did. Bermuda shorts are here to stay. Okay, next item. I finally found my dream pair of nude heels, and they are absolutely gorgeous and only cost me
$5.
So yeah, famous last words. I get so excited when I thrift beautiful things, you know, and I have every intention of keeping these items and wearing them, but the truth is I am not a heels girl. I just don't wear heels unless the occasion calls for it. And I did have, I think, 2 occasions where I had to dress up. I had a wedding and also a surprise 50th. I never ended up reaching for those nude pumps. I reached for my vintage gold sandals and my vintage Stuart Weitzman little slingback heels. So yeah, there was only 2 occasions, but on neither of those occasions did I think, I'll pull out those nude pumps and, you know, wear them. And I don't know why that is. I just thought, I'm never gonna wear these, so I will sell them. And I sold them on my shop. So no, I no longer have a nude pump. But anyway, I'm rambling again, cannot help myself. Let's move on to the next piece. $10 for this amazing coat with this Shearling, I'm never sure how to say that, lining. This color is just everything, you guys. Look at the patches on the elbows. Do you know how excited I got when I saw this? It is vintage. Now, I did wear that coat, but I sold it because it was a little too big and a little too bulky. I loved it, but it just wasn't the right fit on my body. This is the same kind of vibe and what I feel suits my body shape more. This one is also vintage. It's also Shearling lining. I love this tan color and I love the shape. This works on me. I feel like, yes, I'm all bundled up and cozied up in a big kind of bulky coat, but it suits my body, I feel. And I've worn this and I love the way it looks on and I love the way it looks in photos. It is just a great piece to have in your wardrobe for those real freezing days when you don't want to have a lot of thick layers underneath. You know, I love to dress light with a lot of layers as opposed to just one chunky item to keep me warm. And I think it was like $5. It was such a bargain. It's such a beautiful color. It's so timeless. It's just beautiful. I love this kind of motorcycle collar as well. And the toggle buttons, it has pockets. It's just beautiful. I really do love this piece so much more than that blue coat. Okay, this is just ridiculous. You guys, if I close the blinds, there will not be enough light in this room, I don't think. Shall I try it? No, because I've done that before and I know it doesn't work. What if I just turn off this ring light while the sun is beaming? Because if I close the blinds, there won't be enough light in here. So I'll turn off the ring light, and if the sun goes away, I'll turn the ring light back on. I am so sorry for the inconsistency in the lighting. I hope you guys don't mind. Let us cut to the next piece. This is just absolutely stunning, if you ask me. Absolutely stunning. As soon as I saw it, I just saw Jackie O. You know, I just saw images of Jackie O and I thought, that is just so stunning. So my friends, this piece, I fell in love with it. I honestly did. I fell in love with it, but I did not end up keeping it. I never ever wore it. It just wasn't me. I put it on and it felt too like I was trying to be someone that I'm not. I don't know how to explain it, but you see what I mean? Now the light's gone, so I have to turn on the... Okay. So yeah, it just didn't, I didn't vibe with the piece, although I appreciate how gorgeous, how special, how like what a rare vintage find it was. So obviously I sold that piece and that piece was not replaced because you cannot replace something so unique. Okay, let's go to the next item. This dress, just let me tell you, when I saw it, it was love. It was absolutely love at first sight because, I mean,
It's a gorgeous vintage midi dress in navy and white.
I cannot tell you how deeply I fell for this dress. I really did. I was imagining ways to style it in my mind. I thought, this is so Grecian, this is also so Parisian, this is Audrey Hepburn vibes. I am going to wear the hell out of this dress. I never wore it once. The skirt was way too voluminous, and so I felt thick in the waist. I didn't feel like it cinched me in and showed off the smallest part of my body. As much as I loved that piece, it did not work on my body, and I tried, you guys. I tried to style it up. I wanted to keep it for my Grecian inspired video, which is coming soon. When this weather clears up, I will film, but it just didn't work on me. So actually, I just sold this dress like on Sunday. On Sunday it sold. So I'm just waiting for payment, and it will get sent, packed off to a new owner. In fact, it's somewhere here. Here it is, all folded up, ready to be packed up and sent off to its new owner. Okay, enough about this dress. Let's cut to the next item.
What are the chances of finding the perfect blazer, the blazer of your dreams, on a rack outside an op shop for $4?
You guys know that I still have that black blazer because I have said on many occasions, I have finally found the blazer of my dreams. I stand by that quote still to this day, which is really not that far off from when I found it. I think I've had it for a year. But I kid you not, after finding that blazer, I have never, ever, ever looked at another black blazer. Not when I'm thrifting, not when I'm shopping retail. I just go past the black blazers. I just go to different textures and colors and prints and whatever, but I have found the blazer of my dreams, you guys. It's so special. It is a beautiful blazer that is a wool cashmere blend. It's lined, it's by, oh God, you guys told me how to pronounce this. Jaeger, I think. It's spelled Jaeger, made in Great Britain. Unbelievable cut, unbelievable movement, unbelievable feel. This is just the quintessential black blazer. And I know I have said this about many items, but this item, my friends, is 100% never leaving my wardrobe, ever, 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 ever. I have thrifted a Balmain bag and I have thrifted other amazing things, but this black blazer is probably the best thrift find of my life because I love outerwear. I wear blazers all the time. So this is going to get the most use. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be the most loved, the most worn, the most special, the quality. It's just, anyway, you guys get my drift, right? This blazer is just impeccable. I love the way it looks layered over the shirt and the V-neck vest, and I can dress it up or down. If you do not own a black blazer, you need one. I'm not trying to be the authority on fashion here, but I'm telling you, you need one. I'm in love, will always be in love, and you know, that's the end of the story. Okay, next item.
I just fell in love with it straight away. It is vintage. It's vintage Suzanne Grey. It's a size 10 and it's polyester. But as I always say, that vintage polyester is as good as silk, if you ask me. It's just incredible the way it moves on the body. As soon as I saw it and I saw the sleeve, how wide it is at the shoulder and then how it tapers in on the wrist, I just knew it was my blouse.
Man, that floral shirt, sometimes I kind of regret selling it. Yeah, by the way, I no longer have it. I did wear it, I did photograph it, but it was huge. It was huge on me. Like when I went like this with my arms, there was a whole like, you know, so you couldn't really see my waist when I tucked it into my jeans. And so I loved it. I loved the wide and then tapered sleeve. I loved the bright, beautiful, multicolored floral print and that it was vintage, but it was just too big. It was way too big on me, and so I sold it. And so when I was re-watching the video of when I found it and how much I loved it, I kind of got a little bit sad and thought, oh, maybe you could have made it work. Maybe you should have kept it, not sold it. It was so beautiful. But then I think, no, it didn't work on me. You know, it needs to work on you. We fall in love with pieces, but if it doesn't work for you, then as much as you love it, you're not gonna reach for it. And I really don't know why it was so big, because it was labeled a size 10, yet there was all this fabric on the side and all this fabric under my arm. Anyway, I'm rambling. Next item.
This, my friends, is such a sweet top. I love the half sleeve. I don't have an embroidery anglaise top that is a short sleeve. I only have a long sleeve shirt. This top is not vintage, my friends. It's by Zara.
Okay, so I love embroidery anglaise, and I did love that top. I did. But when I put it on and when I wore it and tried to style it, it just felt a little bit, I don't know the word. I don't want to say matronly, but I thought, is this a little bit too, like, I don't know, there needed to be some kind of, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but it just wasn't this. Now this is embroidery anglaise, but this, it's sexy in a very subtle way. You're bearing your shoulders, it's cropped so it fits me just nicely with high-waisted skirts and pants. It's sweet and modern and youthful, and I think so much more flattering on me than the other top. But I did end up selling that top. This was the replacement, and this is from Zara. It only cost me 10 bucks. I think it's so pretty. I don't see myself ever getting bored of this. At first I thought maybe it would be too small on me, but it fits me well. I know it's a timeless piece. It's very, very fresh and just sweet, and I just love it. And you could wear it with denim cutoffs. You can wear it with jeans. It's just a beautiful summery piece. So my friends, that's it. That brings us to the end of this video. My God, it is almost 6 p.m. and I started filming this video like in the morning. So that's why we've had, all fluctuations of light. But listen, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the styling portions of this video and perhaps got some inspiration on how to style your trans-seasonal pieces and how to layer your outfits. Anyway, I look forward to making many more styling videos for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I really hope I see you in my next one.